Hello guys, today inshallah we're going to summarize the percent ideas. About six ideas we have here. First idea is about finding the part. Of course, we know that we have a part and total and a percent. So if you can um, form this triangle, it will save a lot of time. Part, percent, whole or total. So this is our first rule to get the 30% of 600. So I got the percent and I got the uh, whole or total. So that's the percent and that's the total. So I want now the part of the 600, which represented by the 30%. So using the rule here, I want the part. So I'm going to multiply the percent by the total. I'm going to multiply the 30% by 600 like that. 30% means 30 over 100 multiplied by 600. So by canceling zeros, so we got here 30 multiplied by 6, it will be 118. Or on the other side, we can use different rule, giving the same result, which is part over or percent over 100 equals part over total. So comparing the percent by the 100 and the part by the total. So here 30 as a percent over 100 equals the part which is unknown over total. So we can make a half cross to get the result of x, the value of x. So 30 multiplied by 600 over 100, the result is also 180. So that's the first idea. We can get the percent of a number, which is a part of a number. Okay. Second idea is talking about finding the whole or the total. So I got the part and the percent. So I have to get the total or the whole. 35 is 20% of what number? So I got the part now and the percent. So I need the whole, which the 30%, 35 is represented by 20% of this number. So I got the part and the percent. Dividing the part by the percent or using the same rule here, which is easier now. Percent over 100 equals part over total. So I got the part 35 and the percent, which is 20 over 100, and the total is unknown. So making half cross here, multiplying the 100 by 35, then dividing by 20. The result will be 175. Okay. Um, Beside the question, we can divide the 100 by 20 to simplify it to get 5. Then we multiply the 5 by 35, we get 175. That's about the second idea, using the same rule in the first idea. Okay, P, which is percent over 100 equals part over total. That's it. Third idea is about finding the percent itself. What is the percent of getting 20 of 50 in an English test? Of course, it's not a math test. So I'm using the same triangle here, part, total, percent. I want the percent now, so I'm going to divide the part by total. Or I'm going to use the same rule here. P, percent over 100 equals part over total. P is unknown here. And the given, which is part 20, and the total is 15. So by making half cross here, 20 multiplying by 100 divided by 50, the result is 40%. Okay. Or we can use the triangle like we did here, part of the total. The part was 20 and the total was 50, multiplying by the 100%. So by simplifying, the result will be 40%. 40%. That's it. Moving the fourth idea, which is the percent change. The percent change happens when we decide to buy something like by $5, and we found that it was the price increased to be $5 and a half. Like here, I have the length of a bolt is 5 inches, but the um, but it was 5.5 when I found it, 5.5 inches long. So I want the percent error or the percent change happened here. Um, as we can see here, we need to use two steps. First, we can get the change, then we can get the percent. Sometimes we call the change as error. Error happened, or the change between what I have and what I get. Okay, I got the original amount, which is 5, and the new one, which is 5.5. So I get the change or the error happened, which is 5.5 minus 5, which is 0.5. So I got the error now, or the change. So the percent change or the percent error here equals 0.5, the change or the error. We deal with a change as the error, okay? So the change or the error over the original amount. So the original amount was 5. So I'm going to divide the 0.5 by 5. Multiplying by the 100% equals, I'm going to multiply up and down by 10 to remove the decimal point. So by multiplying by 10 up and 10 down, so I got 5 over 50 multiplying by 100%. So easy. Dividing by 50, we get 1. Dividing by 50, we get 2. Multiply 5 equals 10%. So the percent error here, or the percent change, was 10%. Okay. Another idea about the percent error or percent change, Melissa estimated that she'd read 250 pages last week, but she read 290 pages. What is the percent error of Melissa's estimate? Round to the nearest whole percent. Okay. First, she made an error by thinking about reading. She will read 250, but she actually read 290. So the error was 290 minus 250 equals 40. 40 pages as an error. Then we move to the percent itself by dividing the error by the original amount. So dividing the 40 by 250, multiplying by 100%. Don't forget that part. So by simplifying zeros and dividing the 100 divided by 25, you know that the 100 contains 4 of 25. So by dividing, we get 4. 4 multiplied 4 is 16%. So the percent error was 16%. Now we move to the sixth idea, which is about the markup or markdown. Another word or different words, increase or decrease. Okay, Hank buys a used car for $7,200 and plans to sell it on his used car lot. On his used car lot, what is the price of the car after a markup of 15%? So he increased his price by 15%. So it was markup. So I want the price after increase. So first I have to get the markup itself, the increasing amount. So the markup equals the percent multiplied by the original. So multiplying the 15% by the 7,200, we get $1,080. That's the increase itself. So the selling price after adding the markup price will be 7,200, the original price, added to the markup or the increase happened, which is 1,080. So selling price will be 8,380. And also you can try solving this question as a markdown question. Have a great